Hi, I'm Peter Allday from Allday Apps, and today I'd like to tell you about LineLearner, the quick way to learn lines. Okay, here I am launching LineLearner, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to use it to learn lines. If you have an iPod Touch, you'll need to have an external microphone like the one that comes with the new Apple headphones. Right, as an example, I'm going to be showing you how to learn the last part I was in, which was Ivor from Mr. Quigley's Revenge, the very funny play by Simon Brett. Right, the first thing you have to do is to go to the recording screen, there, and then record your cues and your lines by pressing the appropriate buttons, as I'll demonstrate now. So my first line was in Act 1, Scene 2, and it starts off with my father, Mr. Quigley. Yes, they're working. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Some of them are. Still that one. Yes, Ivor. Still that one. Have to go up there to fix it. Whole system needs rewiring, really. Everything in this hall needs work. They've got some money in that village hall fund, you know, but they keep putting off the decision to spend it. Yeah, well, maybe you'd have better luck than me persuading them. How do you mean? What's it to do with me? It's got to do with you, Ivor, because I'm planning to retire. Oh, yes. So, after you finish recording your scenes, you can then go and edit them. So, if you want to edit them, you can go to this editor screen down the bottom, and what this allows you to do is, if you select on the side here, you can move your lines around if you put them in the wrong place, which hopefully you won't have done. Or if you go into the individual line, you can re-record a line if you've made a mistake while recording it. You can also change the name. So for example, this was Act 1, Scene 2, so I can go and change that to Act 1, Scene 2. Just put the space in there. And you can change the line name, so this was Mr. Quigley's entrance, so I can put that to Mr. Quigley. And you could also add in some direction for you if you wanted to put in there. Right, so you can also use this screen to delete lines, so if I wanted to delete this line, if it was edited out from the by the director, just click that, select delete. But I don't want to do that. So now we come to playback. This is where you learn your lines. So it's very simple. You just start off by selecting the first line and you hit play. Yes, they're working. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Some of them are. Still that one. Yes, Ivor. Still that one. Have to go up there to fix it. Whole system needs rewiring, really. So as you can see, it just reads through your lines. So I find it very useful to just put this on, especially if you're on a long journey. You can just have it repeating over and over again. And I would say my lines along with, read them along with the part that was playing them. And if you do this over and over again, it's like learning a song. The more repetition, the more you get to know it. Then once you feel that you know it, what you can do is go to the settings screen, and there's a section here, Playback My Lines, which you can turn to off. If I then go back to playback, I can select Mr. Quigley and start again. Yes, they're working. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Some of them are. Yes, Ivor. Still that one. And as you can see, what it's doing is it's going along, leaving the right length of gap for you to play your line in, read your line into. One point I'll point out here is if you can't remember what your line is, so let's go back and play this line 4 again, for example. Yes, Ivor, still that one. Have to go up there to fix it. You can hit the prompt. System needs rewiring, really. You can hit the prompt button, and that will then play back your line for you if you can't remember it. Okay, other options that are available in the settings tab, which will help you here, is if you're not hearing your lines, you can play your line after the gap. So if I turn that on, then you'll see what that gives you is the ability to check that you got your line right. So you play your line, or play the other person's line.
No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Some of them are.
Still that one.
Still that one. Yes, Ivor. Still that one.
So you can see it left a gap in which I said the line, and then I could check my line by it playing it back afterwards. Okay, other options that are available is if you're a bit unsure of your line and want a bit more time, you can turn this auto pause after gap on. And what that'll do is after it plays the gap for your line, so I'll just play my line here, plays the gap and then it'll pause, and that means if you need a bit of extra time to remember it, you can then finally remember it, say your line, and then carry on, and it'll carry on to the next line. You can also turn display section links on, and what that'll do is that'll give you links to your sections here. We've only got a couple, but it's basically a hot link index if you've got lots of scenes that you want to move between. On the second screen you can also choose to loop around. Either you can not loop around, which will play everything through from the top once. You can loop just on a single line if you've got one big line to learn. You can loop around a scene, or you loop around the whole play. And finally there's sort of volume control and deletion. So you can delete either empty scenes if you've put in lots of empty scenes on the recording that you don't want anymore, you just delete those, or you can delete all scenes, but be warned that if you do delete all scenes, it will remove everything. I'm not going to do this now. No. Okay, so that's LineLearner. I hope you enjoy using it, and I hope it helps you learn your lines. Thank you.